Under the dim glow of the station lamps, the night express train departed, slicing through the darkness like a silent predator. Detective Panda, dressed in his dark trench coat, black fedora, and leather gloves, settled into a corner seat in the first-class cabin. The rhythmic chugging of the train was interrupted by the sharp scream of a steward rushing through the hallway. A man had been murdered. The victim, a wealthy businessman, lay slumped in his seat. His expensive suit was stained with blood, and his golden watch still ticked on his wrist. The cabin window was ajar, letting in a cold gust of wind that made the crimson-streaked curtains sway ominously. Detective Panda immediately took charge. "No one leaves this train until the truth is uncovered," he declared, adjusting his fedora. The first stop was the kitchen, where the head chef stood nervously by his station. A knife was missing from his set, and his eyes darted nervously toward the storage drawer. Upon inspection, no knife was found. But Detective Panda noticed traces of red smudges on the floor leading toward the cargo hold. In the cargo hold, a locked suitcase exuded mystery. Breaking it open, Detective Panda found a letter inside, an unsigned note threatening the victim over an unpaid debt. The plot thickened. Back in the common coach, the detective questioned a woman in a deep red gown, her pearl necklace glinting faintly in the dim cabin light. She confessed to overhearing an argument in the victim's cabin earlier, but claimed she couldn't identify the voices. A nervous young man in a leather jacket attempted to deflect suspicion, but Detective Panda wasn't convinced. A breakthrough came when the detective inspected a torn silk scarf stuck in the window of the victim's cabin. Nearby, a trail of blood led to an unassuming steward, whose trembling hands gave him away. After an intense interrogation, the steward broke down and confessed. He had murdered the businessman in a desperate attempt to erase his mounting debts caused by the very man he killed. As the train pulled into its final station, Detective Panda stood tall, his hat tilted slightly as he delivered the verdict to the passengers. The steward was handed over to the authorities, his fate sealed. With a sigh of satisfaction, Detective Panda watched the sunrise over the station. The train might have reached its destination, but the pursuit of justice never rested.